Hello and welcome back to Jack Knives Reviews. I'm of course your host, Jack Knives. Today let's look at the new folk horror film by Osgood Perkins, Keeper. Couple Liz and Malcolm go on a romantic anniversary trip to a secluded cabin in the woods. The trip, however, unravels a presence, forcing them to confront the property's dark past. So I do love the majority of Osgood Perkins' work. I loved Longlegs, Blackcoat's Daughter, and several other things that he's done. He claims to not really want to do horror films, but when he really wants to, he's very good at it. Unfortunately, his last review movie I did was The Monkey, and it just didn't work. Obviously, he was trying to go for more of a comedy thing, but it got stale really quick, if that makes any sense. Like, it felt more like, if you're going to take it seriously, but the thing felt like a jangled mess. But this movie, whew, if you liked the weirdness and the bizarreness of Longlegs, and you wanted an actual supernatural, bizarre horror film, like truly a twisted, nightmarish, fairy-tale movie that deals with a lot of different subjects, this would be the perfect movie for you. This is the perfect follow-up to Longlegs. It has this creepiness to it, this otherworldliness to it. The best part about it is to go in blind. Just like with Longlegs, it's better to keep it on the down low about what exactly is going on. Because even if I explained what's going on, you still really wouldn't understand, because I kind of had to do extra research after watching the movie and go, oh, okay, that kind of makes more sense. It's not out and out said, but it's all there to connect the dots, but it's not spelled out for you, very much in the same way that Longlegs was. And that may throw off some people, and that's okay. But this movie has a ton of atmosphere. When Liz enters that cabin in the early part of the movie, you can feel something's not right. And not just because you're in a horror movie, because there's something off. It's not just the setting, it's her surrounding. That feeling where you enter into a room where it's a bunch of strangers. It's a bunch of people thinking ill thoughts of you, or just previously talking about you behind your back. And you enter that room and that awkward silence and that feeling of those eyes on you. That is where the center of this main character's feelings reside. And yes, everything she's feeling, the anxiety, the overwhelmedness, the confusion, the anger, the upsetness, the sadness, everything just culminates in a very heavy way. This is a movie that is what I refer to as a make or break performance. I recently did a review of a movie called If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, which the whole movie was centered around Rose Byrne's performance. That was also a make or break movie. In that way, this movie is centered around Tatiana Maslany's performance, and she frickin' nailed it. This is Tatiana Maslany as I wanted to see her. This is how I saw her when I watched Orphan Black. This is what I've seen in different productions of her, and it feels like after she was working with She-Hulk, she got really goofy and bad. But this is her going back to her real acting chops, and it showed her range. She says a lot without saying a lot on the screen. Rossif Sutherland, son of Donald Sutherland, also plays this very believably asshole-ish boyfriend. You know he's being a bad boyfriend, and you know that he's a manipulator. You know that he's doing things without saying them. And he kind of reminded me of the boyfriend from Midsommar. If you know, you know. In that way, it just kind of wanted me to really see more of him get his comeuppance in the end, I guess. But there's more of a feeling when you watch this movie that everything feels off, and yet also like a character who walked in on chapter 8 or 10 of a story that's already been going on. That's kind of the feeling this movie gives me. And I love it for that, because I love when movie doesn't out and out explain everything. It actually allows it to develop naturally and lets you connect the dots, but tells you just enough for you to do it without out and out spelling it. That's what I like with good storytelling. And I feel like this is probably, in a weird way, better than Longlegs, because it has a satisfying A to Z. The beginning is great. The ending is great. The middle is great. It is a very bizarrely dark, twisted movie, but in a great way. It's a movie that you're not going to forget you saw, but you also kind of want to, if that makes any sense. It's a great horror film, is what I'm saying. And I highly recommend anyone who liked Longlegs or wants to get into Osgood Perkins' weird, bizarre, twisted mind of his filmmaking, this is a great one to watch. I give Keeper 5 out of 5. Have you seen Keeper? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to stab that subscribe button and slice that like button, and I'll see you next time.